Imagine it's 1976 and you're tired of all of your lame action figures. After all, you played with them so much you've gotten bored. So what now? Well, what else? I guess it's time to watch some TV. So you turn on the television and see a commercial for a brand new toy. Only it's completely unlike any other toy you have ever seen. What appears to be an everyday run-of-the-mill superhero toy catches your eye because unlike other toys, this one seems to stretch for miles. Hey, what's up everybody, and welcome back to Macabre'Gorium Labs presents School of Boredom Quickies. My name is Bats, and I'll be your guide today as we discuss Stretch Armstrong, stretching imagination to the limit. Stretch Armstrong, Stretch Armstrong. The Stretch Armstrong action figure was created by Jesse D. Horowitz and released to the public in 1976. At the time, Jesse D. Horowitz was the industrial designer for Kenner's Research and Development Group. The original Stretch Armstrong was developed by Bill Armstrong and produced from 1976 all the way up until 1997, with Denny's Fisher and Kenner manufacturing the figure. The initial idea was a stretch man, and there were two different ideas for how the body should be designed. Mr. Horowitz was considering a sumo wrestler and an all-American blonde hunk. Taking the initiative, Horowitz sculpted the models for both body types by himself instead of hiring help. After trying out both body types, Horowitz found that the sumo wrestler was too bulky, so he went with the all-American blonde hunk. Richard Dobeck, Kenner's model maker, was tasked with creating the resin model. This resin model would go on to a latex doll manufacturer in New Jersey to make the finished bodies. Horowitz needed to figure out how to make the action figure stretch, and originally springs were considered, but due to stiffness it would be too hard to insert the metal springs. Plus, if the springs popped out, they could potentially hurt children. So they had to think of something else, as they obviously didn't want to hurt anybody. Enter Cahun, a chemical engineer who developed a liquid sugar solution. By boiling down Caro corn syrup, they were left with a solid that could easily be stretched without breaking easily. Once this amazing material was shown to Bernie Loomis, Kenner's at-the-time president, he loved the idea and began making the action figure right away. Using this material, the original Stretch Armstrong was made from latex rubber that was filled with gelled corn syrup. The original figure model was shaped like a short muscle man with blonde hair and black trunks. The action figure was 15 inches tall, but could be stretched to 4 or 5 feet. It would stay in this stretched out state for a short time before it would then shrink back to its original 15 inches. In 1990, Cap Toys began to reissue Stretch Armstrong with a dog sidekick named Fetch Armstrong. This version from 1993 to 1994 had different artwork, which gave Stretch a little bit of a different face. This version also had an evil brother named Evil X-Ray Wretch Armstrong. It would appear that this brother looked like Stretch, except he had a mohawk, a skull face, and was 7 inches tall. However, Stretch X-Ray was over 12 inches tall. In 1994, Disney got the rights to the Stretch Armstrong character, because of course they did. It's Disney. And they were going to make a movie, but due to lack of time on the rights, had to cancel this plan. Thank goodness. Anybody agree? Let me know in the comments section. Universal Studios got involved in 2008 and signed a deal with Hasbro to make another film, but still, no movie. In 2010, Relativity Media announced that they picked up the film and it would release on April 11th, 2014. The movie was supposed to start filming on May 15th, 2013 in Montreal, but by October 2013, both Relativity Media and Hasbro had moved on to other projects, and again, it was scrapped. Hasbro then began to manufacture Stretch Armstrong again in 2016, as announced at the 2016 New York Toy Fair with the original 1976 design. Finally, after the failed movie attempts, Hasbro partnered with Netflix, and the Stretch Armstrong and the Flex Fighters series debuted on November 17th, 2017. Moving on, since the beginning of Stretch Armstrong, there have been approximately 67 versions of the action figure around the world. The other versions of Stretch Armstrong were from Japan, Italy, Australia, France, and Germany, although other countries had versions too. There are way too many versions to list, but here are a few. Original Stretch Armstrong, Stretch X-Ray, Mego Elastic Donald Duck, Mickey Mouse, Batman, and the Incredible Hulk. The Kinner Stretch Serpent. Cap Toys Stretch Vac-Man.
In addition to the toys, there was a one-off comic by Hasbro in 2011 called Unit E.
And with that, we've come to the end of another School of Boredom Quickie. My name is Bats, and I was your guide today as we discussed one of the most awesome toys of the 1980s with Stretch Armstrong, stretching imagination to the limit. Be sure to check back next time because you never know what we have in store. As usual, think for yourselves, be excellent to each other, and of course, keep it creepy. Hey, thanks for checking out our video. If you enjoyed this one and would like to see more of our weird, creepy, odd, eccentric, or strange content as soon as it comes out, please feel free to click like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more. We'll see you later. Keep it creepy.